voiceover created using text-to-speech technology, while learners can complete Google Cloud training content across a variety of platforms. Lab activities are completed via Google Cloud's hands-on lab platform. Labs give limited-time access to Google Cloud resources by providing temporary login credentials to students. Depending on the platform you're using to complete a course, you may be directed to our hands-on lab platform through an Open or Open Tool button. Clicking the button will bring you to the lab. In the top left corner, or via the element titled X for those using a screen reader, click Start Lab. The lab will start and display several items. Temporary student login credentials, which you will use to log into the temporary environment. Project details related to the temporary lab environment. A timer counting down the time remaining before the lab instance is deleted. An Open Google Console button. Click this button to open the Cloud Console in a new tab. To avoid any potential login errors when completing labs, we recommend right-clicking the button to open the Google Console in an incognito or private window. And lastly, an End Lab button. This will end the lab and delete the temporary project, login credentials, and associated progress. After you open the console, log into Google Cloud using the temporary login credentials from the lab page. Each temporary account must agree to the terms and conditions. You can skip any additional steps related to recovery email and phone numbers. Once the console loads, you can see your current project ID. This should match the project details from the lab page. Some labs may have multiple IDs and users. To successfully complete the lab, you will spend time switching between the lab and the console. Switch back to the lab page to review the instructions. As you progress through the lab and mark completion of tasks, your score should increase. You can also click on the score to review individual steps that need to be completed. Remember that there is a timer, so be sure to complete the lab before it counts down to 0 or all of your work will be deleted. Once you have completed all of the steps in the lab, click End Lab. As mentioned earlier, this will delete the temporary login and any associated content in the console. You can provide a rating and feedback if you wish before returning to the course. As long as you scored enough points before the timer reached 0 or you hit the End Lab button, the lab should now be marked as complete.